Hey everyone, welcome back. Strength training with knee pain can be really challenging. In fact, I know just how challenging it can be. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you some things that you can monitor when strength training with knee pain. Also, I'm going to share with you some exercises that you can do if you're experiencing knee pain while strength training. These are knee-friendly exercises. Now, for the record, I'm not a physician nor am I a physical therapist, but I'm speaking to you right now from the perspective of being a personal trainer who has helped women over 50 get strong and strength train using exercises that work for them. So, with that said, let's get started. So when I'm working with women over 50, they will often share with me that they're dealing with maybe some type of knee pain or hip pain, maybe back pain. And that's okay because it is important that as women over 50, we strength train. It's also important that we do strength training exercises that work for us. We are in this for the long run. And so the strength training routines and exercises that we do need to agree with our bodies. Remember, allow your workouts to meet you where you are. Now, let's get back to the knees. Typically, it's the strength training exercises for the lower body that typically impact our knees if we're having difficulty with the knees. And I can think of two exercises right now that might cause some discomfort to the knees. They are lunges and squats. So let's look at lunges and squats a little more closely. Lunges. In everyday life, we use lunges, let's say when you lunge down to pick something up from the floor, or when you are walking up the steps, you use a lunge motion. Now, when we do lunges while exercising, we emphasize that act of lunging a bit more. And that's where the difficulty comes in, especially when we're dealing with knee discomfort. So, when you take a lunge or you do lunges, what you need to do is you have to make sure that, first of all, when you step your foot back, you're going to have one foot in front of you and you're going to have one foot behind you. The foot in front of you is going to absolutely stay flat on the ground. The foot behind you, you're going to keep the heel up. Then after that, here's something you can do if you're having knee pain. Lunge down only as far as comfortable. Your back knee does not have to touch the ground. Lunge down only as far as comfortable. The other thing I want you to think about when you're lunging is that foot behind you, it's really behind you and a bit out to the side. That gives you a wider base for stability. So those are the two things that I want you to think about when you do your lunge. I want you to think about going down only as far as comfortable and also making sure that that foot behind you is not only behind you, but out to the side a bit. All right, what about squats? Just like lunges, we squat in our everyday life as well. We might squat to pick something up from the floor, or we might squat to sit down in a chair. However, when we exercise, that movement tends to be a bit more exaggerated. So when you go to squat and you're dealing with knee pain, squat down only as far as comfortable. And also make sure that you keep both feet flat on the floor when you're doing squats. The other thing I want you to remember about doing squats, if you're dealing with knee pain, is that you're sitting into your squat just like you would sit down into a chair. It's the exact same movement. So it's absolutely possible that even with good form and even going down as low as comfortable with your lunges and your squats, you still might experience a bit of knee discomfort. If that's the case, never fear. I have 5 options for you to try for lower body strengthening if squats and lunges still give you a bit of knee pain. Now, the first exercise is called the box squat. This is going to look familiar because it looks just like your body squat, except you're putting a box or a sturdy chair behind you. And you're simply going to squat to the box and push your body back up and repeat. This is a great option for the squat because you're still doing the movement. You're just simply using a box or a sturdy chair to guide your movement. And when you're ready, you can hold a larger dumbbell in your hand just to add some additional resistance. The next exercise is called step-ups. Step-ups is a great option and it strengthens one side of the body at a time. You can use your stairs to do your step-ups, or if you have a sturdy platform, you can use that platform for your step-ups. And again, when you get stronger and you're ready for a bit more challenge, you can hold a dumbbell or 2 dumbbells in your hands just to provide some additional challenge as you step up. All right, these next 2 exercises are going to require some equipment. The Romanian deadlift, you'll need dumbbells in order to complete this exercise. The second exercise is called the banded march. You're going to need a resistance band in order to complete the banded march. So let's take a look at these 2 exercises. The Romanian deadlift. With a dumbbell in each hand and your feet about shoulder width apart, you're going to hinge at the waist, send your hips towards the back of the room behind you as the dumbbells slide down the front of your legs. Once you feel a pull in the back of your legs, then you're going to squeeze your glutes and bring your torso back up to starting position. And you're going to repeat that move. The Romanian deadlift is a great exercise to strengthen the back of your legs and also your glutes. For the banded marches, you're going to use a round resistance band. You're going to make sure that that resistance band is around both feet. Then you're going to alternate raising 1 foot at a time. So you're going to raise 1 foot, bring your knee up, then place that foot back on the floor, bring the other foot up, place that foot back on the floor, and you're going to alternate your knee raises, allowing the resistance band to provide that resistance as you raise each knee. So the 5th and final exercise is the glute bridge. Now, in order to complete the glute bridge, you will have to get onto the floor. So let's look at how the glute bridge can also be a great exercise to use if you're dealing with some knee pain. All right, to do the glute bridge, you're going to lay on the floor with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. You're going to keep your ribs down and push back onto your shoulders, squeeze your glutes, and then bring your hips up off the floor into the air. You're going to press your heels into the floor for a little bit more stability and just try not to overarch your low back. Slowly lower yourself towards your starting position and repeat. And there you have it. Strength training is so important for women over 50. And it's important that you allow your workout to meet you where you are. I'm hoping that those 5 exercises work for you. If you're dealing with a bit of knee pain or knee discomfort and you still want to strength train, try those 5 exercises and see how they go for you. Also, if anything in this video worked well for you, please like this video and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel.